In this video we will see a mixed media technique that creates volume on a surface with stucco, the filling putty that we use for walls. This is it. I'll open it up. I will need a spatula to apply this, and I will need some thick paper here. You can find spatulas in many different shapes. This one is round in the end. We don't really mind for what we're going to do now. So I'm taking some of the putty and I'm going to form a seaside on the paper. I'm using a lot of it, as you can see. Now, to create the effect of perspective, I will use more to the places that are near us and less of it to the places that are far. So I'm gonna smooth it out a bit. Let's say this is the horizon. Okay. So I want it to be a bit smoother to the back, and as we get to the beach shore, which is here supposedly, I will add more and add more to create some waves. Here they're splashing, water splashing here. Waves and volume. You can make a 3D painting in this way. We also have this here, or maybe something like a rock. Coming out of the sea here on the side, and I want to balance this out by putting some clouds here, just a little bit. That's in the back, so we don't want it to be prominent. This is how it looks like, and because I need it to dry, and it will take at least an hour for that, I have one ready to use. This is it. And now I'm going to use acrylic color, but first I will have to put the lid on the stucco because it dries very fast. So now I will prepare my colors. Of course I will need some blue. White. a bit more here. Let's start with these two and we'll see. Maybe we'll take some green as well, just to change the hue of the blue, just a little bit. Remember that with the acrylics we have to use the hard brush. The hard brush, which is like this. It doesn't matter if it's flat or round, but it has to be hard. Okay, so for this effect we will need to apply the darkest first. I'm taking blue here as it is. Now, perspective says that whatever is near is darker. You mustn't leave any white spots. So be as careful as possible with that. At this point, we can't even see what's happening underneath. We can only see the blue color. Let's wait until we get to the next point. I'm applying blue evenly to all places. We will still need this to dry, so I'm trying to take any excess of color and move it, and I'm just adding a little bit of white to the next steps. As we go further, it will get lighter. But I go back to the point where those two shades meet and go back and forth until they merge to do the fade out. Okay, some pieces might come off, we don't mind. Again, some white. What I'm doing is mixing the color right here. A bit more white. And we finally got to the horizon point. Trying not to leave any white spots. And I'm going back, adding a bit more blue. Because we don't need it to be very light at this point. Because we will add the highlights in the end. That's the last step. Going to wash my brush. make a really light blue for the sky. Just a bit of blue here, just a little bit. Just the idea of blue is enough. Now this part of the painting is flat. Now I will paint over the clouds because I will do the highlight effect afterwards. Just a little bit more water for this part. And here we go. We connected the sea and the sky. No white spots left. I'm trying not to leave any white spots. Great. Now, ideally it has to dry a bit, but again I will have to clean my brush. I'll leave it aside and take another hard brush, which is flat this time. It has to be flat because what I'm going to do is the dry brush effect. Of course, I don't dip it in water, that's why it's called dry brush. And what we're going to do with this, I'm going to need this base, so I'm moving things around a bit. What I will be doing is, okay, I'll start with the clouds. I will be moving like that. So I'm slightly touching the parts that are 3D, the parts that I made with the stucco and the spatula, and these are the prominent ones, and I only touch that with my brush. So there's a little cloud over here. It creates a contrast, and it also shows the volume, and it becomes more alive this way. Okay, so we have our clouds. There it is. I'm holding it horizontally. I'm moving like this. And now I will move to the sea, which is not completely dry, but I hope it all goes well. So here, now it becomes alive. We want this contrast to be as strong here, where the seashore is near us. So there's a strong contrast here. The waves are splashing. And we have a 3D painting with mixed media.